If you could have anything you wanted, whether it be powers, money, girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, 100 of them, 200, maybe 1,000, what would it be and why? If you said you wanted money, what would you use that money for? Would you use it for good? Would you give it to charity? Maybe help some people get back on their feet. Maybe donate it to schools, orphanages. Maybe cover someone's hospital bills. Maybe pay for someone's house. If you said money, what would you use it for? Would you use it for that? Or would you save it, invest it, use that money to get more money? Or would you even just blow it all on luxuries and supercars and a cool fancy mansion? Of course, you can help someone get what they need with all the money in the world, and you can even help your own family and friends and get yourself whatever you want, so long as you spend the money wisely. Okay, you gotta be financially smart. And of course, not many people would really care to help others if they had a bunch of money. There are even some good people out there that would say that they would help others with their money, but the second they get it, the greed gets to them. Greed can corrupt people really easily. Money gets to people's heads. Even if you don't agree with that, it does. If you said you wanted a girlfriend or a boyfriend, understandable. I could see why. Oh, what? That's amazing. Okay, next point. If you said that you wanted powers, and this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. If you said that you could choose a power, any power, no matter what it is, invisibility, flight, super strength, maybe a mix of them, maybe the ability to stop time, maybe regeneration, what power would it be? And why would you choose that power? Honestly, I find like ice manipulation to be really cool. There's something about like creating ice with your hands and with your body it just seems amazing. There's so many things you can do with it. It could be destructive. You could create some cool, fascinating sculptures and stuff with it. You could even help yourself transport by like, you seen Frozone? You saw how Frozone gets around with his ice? You could do that. That ice is cool. Or would you choose fire? Which I feel like is probably the most destructive. I can't really think of anything good that comes from fire. Unless someone's frozen and you could hear some fire. That's cool. Would it be regeneration? Would you choose to have the ability to stop time? Would you use that ability to get as much sleep as you need in just a second? Because that's cool. And I can honestly see why I would choose that as well. That's amazing. Would you use it for good? Or would you be evil? I'm curious. And if I'm being honest, I can see how power can get to someone's head. If someone had the power, any power that they wanted, even if they say that they have good intentions, they say that they want to use it for good, they could easily use it for evil. Even if you don't think so, it's really, really easy for someone to get corrupted by power and greed. Even someone with a good heart could be corrupted by those things. And it's sad. It's really, really sad that people could fall for those things really easy. People could fall from grace and stuff like that. People could fall from the highest point in the world, having the best intentions, having a heart of gold, a soul that would allow them to get anywhere they wanted to. A soul so pure that animals and babies could sense it. It's so sad that they can fall from power and greed. So, whatever you chose, and if you wanted to use those things for good, would you let anything corrupt you? Would you let it corrupt you? Sure, you can say no now, but who's to say that you won't? Okay? Sure, yeah, like I said, you can say that you won't, but it's so easy for money and power to corrupt someone. Like I said, it's so easy. So are you sure that you would do those things for good? Are you sure that it wouldn't corrupt you? That it wouldn't make you, oh, screw this world, and turn against them? Are you sure? And if you are sure, props to you. Props to you. You're cool. I don't really know what else to say, about that, because if you're gonna use it for good and you're very, very sure you're not gonna get corrupted by it, awesome. You're so cool. Big fan of you. Back to my second point, because I didn't speak about this much. Why would you choose to have, if you could choose anything in the world, and if you wanted to choose a girlfriend or a boyfriend, why would you choose that? You could easily get powers. Money is right there. It's an option. You can get whatever you wanted. You can be young forever. I don't think you would want to be young forever. You can be immortal, and I don't really think you would want to be immortal either. Both of those things sound kind of terrible. There are pros and cons to absolutely everything. So no matter what you choose, power, relationship, friends, there's always a drawback. There's always a con to it. There's always a downside. But back to the relationship topic. If you chose to have a relationship, would it be because you were bored and wanted love? Would it be because you, I don't know, we're fooling around and having a girlfriend would be awesome, having a boyfriend would be awesome, having a partner would be awesome? Or are you feeling lonely? I'm not one to speak. I can't tell you, work on yourself and they will come to you, because it's not that easy. It's never that easy. And this video isn't really supposed to be giving you advice about that. I mean, maybe I could make a video about that in the future. And if you get to this point and you want me to talk about like how to get a relationship, how to get a partner, then ask me and I'll work on it. But there are reasons why, and we're still on the if I could choose anything I wanted, I would choose a relationship. If there are many stories and movies and books and stuff about that, about why you shouldn't do that. Okay? Obsession. I haven't seen the movie, but I know the gist of it. Okay? And I don't want to spoil it. So let me go talk about something else. Aladdin. Whether it be the original Aladdin or the remake with Will Smith, the genie talks about this. He says, I don't know exactly what he says, but he does basically say that he can make any wish come true, but he cannot make someone fall in love with you, because that's a big no-no. And the movie Obsession, it basically shows what happens if you do wish for someone to fall in love with you, if you do wish for them to be obsessed with you, hopelessly devoted to you. Obsession shows that. Okay? So if you chose to have a relationship, just know it's there is a very big drawback to that, very big con. And okay, well, let me think about it this way. If you wanted a relationship and just girlfriend pops out of nowhere, sure, I'm sure that's fine. I'm pretty sure nothing bad will happen. Pretty sure. But power, money, anything, no matter what you choose, if you could have it, if you could have whatever you wanted, just know that no matter what you choose, there will always be a drawback. For powers, immortality. Drawback is you can't die. You're gonna watch everything in the universe die, and then you'll be floating around endlessly. Nothing will happen to you. Eternal youth? I'm pretty sure that counts as a power. But would you really want someone to mistake you for... let's say I want to be young forever. Let's say that you asked that and you received it, but not in the way you were hoping. What if you got stuck as a child forever? Sure, you could just specify your age, what like age you want to be stuck at forever, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But there are probably still going to be drawbacks. People are going to be like, "Oh, you can't have friends." You're going to be like, "Oh, I knew you when I was a child, and now I'm old." You're gonna still watch everybody grow old. It's based. Does eternal youth count as immortality? I'm gonna get stuck on this topic, so let me just move on. Ice powers. Your downside would, I don't know, be heat, dehydration, fire, probably also dehydration. Anything you can think of. I don't want to put much thought into it, but there will be cons. The money thing? The money thing. And this brings me back to this topic. I'm going to go a little bit off track here. But there was a scam going around a few weeks ago, or maybe like a month ago. Yeah, that's a few weeks ago. It would be an account claiming to be Mr. Beast, saying, "Hey, just give us your login information, pay a couple of bucks, and we will give you $2,000 or so dollars." Does that not sound like a scam to you? If you fall for that, you are an idiot. I'm so sorry. Even if you're my friend and you fall for that, you are an idiot. Who in the right mind thinks, I can pay $2 to get $2,000? Heck yeah, yippee-ki-yay, my lucky day. Unless it's, unless it's like from the government, maybe sure. But if it's from some rando on like the internet, why would you believe that? Why? It's obviously a scam. Money, free money. That much of money. A lot of money. A lot of that money for free. It always has a price. It always has a price. No matter what. Always. There's always a price. Even if it doesn't seem like there's a price at first, there's always a price for that. Now let me get back on my original topic. I just wanted to rant about that. Just know, if you could have anything you wanted, you could choose anything you wanted, powers, money, a relationship, no matter what it is, I'm curious as to what you would use it for. Hopefully it's nothing bad. Hopefully it's something good. And I hope you know that depending on how you ask for what you want, there will most likely be a con. Okay? There's always something bad when there's something good. You can't have one without the other. You can't have bad without good. You can't have good without bad. They're always going to be together. It's balance. You can't have one and you can't have the other. You have to have one and the other. Doesn't matter. But if you made it this far and you want to hear me talk about this topic more, and maybe like not telling you about, oh, be careful what you wish for, just straight up rambling about what I want, maybe, let me know. And if you found this interesting, please like the video and subscribe to me. I would really appreciate it. And I would also really appreciate it if you follow me on TikTok and Twitch. The same name, same name as YouTube on both. But have a good rest of your day, or a good night, depending on whenever you're watching this. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you drink water. Make sure you eat. Make sure you rest, because all that's important for you to stay healthy. I'm Xynzini, and I'll have another video next Wednesday. Bye-bye!